You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's much more likely to talk about big achievements than actually make them happen. He has a sharp mind and appreciates creative ideas, but the spark to work hard and hustle is missing. When it gets tough or demanding, he tends to pull back quietly or avoid taking risks.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't make a big fuss or shout at people. Instead, he's the quiet type who might just pack up and step away, even if it's tough. If things are messy, he prefers to withdraw rather than push back or try again.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably see him as quiet and gentle, not someone who picks fights or causes drama. He isn't rude on purpose, but he may come across as a bit distant or uninterested in small talk. However, he's not very social or polite, so some may think he's cold or hard to reach.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he's more likely to feel happy for you than to feel threatened. He isn't the type who competes with his partner or tries to outshine you. You won't have to worry about him sulking or trying to bring you down.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he isn't likely to quietly resent you or let it hurt his confidence. He's not driven by ego or a need to be in charge, so your success won't bother him deeply. He may even feel some relief as your achievements mean more security for both of you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's the kind of person who handles money with care and likes things in order. You won't see him making wild purchases or spending just for fun. He's practical and values security, which means he avoids risky money moves.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he actually is. He's practical and prefers to keep things simple and organized, so show off habits aren't his style. If you look at his choices, you'll see he's careful and sensible, choosing comfort over flashiness.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is gentle and kind hearted, and when someone truly needs help, he will try to support them. He isn't flashy with gifts or big spending, but he doesn't hold back from giving when it matters. You may not see grand acts of generosity, but his help will feel sincere and thoughtful.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's honest and straightforward about money matters, not secretive or controlling. If you ask him about finances, he'll give you clear answers and won't hide anything important from you. There's no sneaky behavior or surprises with him, so you can trust what he says.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He thinks housework should be shared and doesn't believe it's just your job. He values fairness and likes things to be neat and organized, so he will want to pitch in and keep the home running smoothly. He cares more about making life comfortable for both of you than keeping strict rules.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the kind of person who will actually help with chores and diapers, not just stand on the side and tell you what to do. He likes things to be tidy and done right, so he won't ignore the messy parts of family life. If you ask him for help, he won't hesitate or make excuses. He prefers to keep things running smoothly.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not someone who argues just to prove he's right. Instead, he's gentle and wants to understand how you feel, even if he doesn't talk much or show big emotions. If you explain your feelings, he will care, though he may need time alone to think it over.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and tries not to say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. He isn't the type to shout, blame, or lash out. You don't need to worry about harsh words or scary behavior from him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he doesn't get angry quickly. He's calm and handles his emotions quietly without sudden outbursts or drama. You can feel safe around him in tense moments.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He's someone who can say sorry and take responsibility when he makes a mistake. He doesn't like blaming others or making excuses for his own actions. It's important to speak gently with him as he listens better in calm moments.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He's careful not to push you into anything you're uncomfortable with and takes your feelings seriously. If you say no or set a limit, he won't argue, pressure, or try to change your mind.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the type who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has days when they just want space and he respects your feelings without making you feel guilty. If you say you're tired or not ready, he won't sulk or make hurtful comments.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values gentleness and understands how important it is to keep personal experiences safe and never turn them into a weapon. He is quiet about these things, keeping your trust without ever showing off or gossiping.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His nature is steady and calm, and he isn't someone who goes looking for attention outside the relationship. He cares more about building a safe and loving home than chasing excitement elsewhere.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he's not over possessive or the kind to act jealous, controlling, or always suspicious. He values trust and calm in a relationship, so you won't find him questioning where you go, who you talk to, or trying to control your choices. He gives you space to breathe and doesn't jump to negative conclusions.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He wants you to feel safe and comfortable, but he doesn't use this as an excuse to boss you around or limit your freedom. You'll feel supported, not trapped or watched.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do everything on your own. He believes that both parents should share the responsibility of caring for the children and managing the home. He likes things to be well organized and will support routines and tasks so family life feels smooth.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and avoid losing his temper. He doesn't shout or react harshly even when things go wrong. He believes in solving problems without drama, making home a peaceful place for everyone.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams and needs, not just responsibilities at home. He won't pressure you to choose one role over the other or ignore your own happiness.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who supports your career now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. His support is steady and sincere, and he respects your choices over time. Even after having a child, he understands that being a mother doesn't mean you stop being yourself.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine warmth, not just act polite on the surface. He cares about people and tries to understand their feelings, so you'll see him making a real effort to connect. If there are any awkward moments, he'll handle them quietly and patiently, always aiming for harmony. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and try not to make things worse. He doesn't get into heated arguments or throw blame around. Instead, he stays quiet and collected, working to keep peace between everyone.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He isn't likely to demand you act as a traditional supportive wife just to please his relatives. He values honesty and comfort, so he won't push you to pretend or change who you are for others. He understands that your well being matters and will support you if you feel uncomfortable.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than just stay out of it or side with his family. He may not jump into the middle of the argument loudly, but his care will show in quiet ways like listening, comforting you, and helping you handle the situation. He doesn't like drama or taking sides harshly.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy. While he respects his mother and wants family harmony, he doesn't let her wishes control his decisions with you. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he won't blindly take her side or ignore your feelings. He might avoid loud fights, but quietly he'll listen to you and care about your comfort.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he won't share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He understands the importance of keeping personal matters between the two of you and he values your trust. He's not the type to gossip or use family as a way to solve your problems.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man means a life filled with calm, gentle support, and steady routines. He's thoughtful and notices what needs doing, quietly helping to keep home comfortable and organized.